Hello everyone, my name is Ifiok and I am an early years educator. Now, this is the first part of my 14-part Every Day with Ifiok series where I will be reflecting on my practice and experience to bring you tips and strategies that will help you work with your preschooler or child in his or her early years. For today, I will be talking about circle time. So I'll be giving you 6 things to consider for a successful circle time. Number 1, plan for a smooth transition into circle time. Managing transitions from one activity to another can be very tricky, especially in the early years classroom. Now, while some children may be able to move smoothly from one activity to the other, there will always be children who struggle with these transitions. So it's very important that you give visual and verbal prompts ahead of time to prepare them for that change or that transition when it happens. You want to avoid rushing children into circle time and out of an activity. Circle time particularly sets the tone for the day. So remember, those visual or verbal prompts given to children way ahead of time is very important for a successful circle time. Number 2, have appropriate expectations of your preschoolers. It's very important that you are aware of where they are developmentally. That way you can plan appropriately for their engagement during circle time. Now, while we would want them to sit quietly, not move around, not interrupt, remain focused, honestly, it's a tall order. However, where you have planned out activities, you're able to engage them and keep them focused. Remember that for young children, or the younger the children are, the shorter their attention span is. Number 3, keep it short, active, and engaging. Planning a range of passive and active activities is one sure way to achieve this. Now, while passive games or passive activities help to work on and develop their listening skills and powers of observation, active stimulation, on the other hand, helps prepare their brains for complex thought processes and their bodies for active physical engagement. Do not feel compelled to go through everything you have planned for your circle time. Be free, be flexible, and be ready to change or even end circle time if need be. But be sure not to keep it long, because when you do, you lose the interest of the children. Number 4, be prepared. Come to circle time ready. Come to circle time prepared with everything you need, with your props, with your books, with your supplies. Be sure that if you have to leave circle time, your assistant knows exactly what to do to keep the children engaged until you come back. You lose out on the momentum of circle time if you have to leave the children hanging to go get your supplies. So be ready when you come into circle time. As much as possible, have everything you need with you. Bear this in mind. When their eyes see you ready, their butts will stay steady. Number 5, eliminate or reduce distractions to the barest minimum. And one way to do this is to ensure that the area you use for your circle time has less visual and physical distractions. This way you're able to channel the children's attention to you and you help them focus better on you. Another way to do this is to avoid having personal conversations and discussions with your co-workers, parents, or colleagues during circle time. Now, how do I do this? I have a notice where I put out on my door during circle time to say circle time in progress. And so once you approach my door and you see that sign, it automatically tells you don't disturb, be quiet, come in quietly, or come in slowly, or don't come in at all. So well, that's what I do in my classroom. The children also know, and when once it's circle time, sometimes they remind me, Miss, you have to put the notice out on the door. And that's a loud statement. It helps me avoid distraction on that level. So you might want to try it if you're not already doing that. Number 6, have a consistent routine. This way, circle time is conducted the same way every time, and children know what to expect. Now, having a consistent routine or schedule provides children with the predictability that they need to feel secure in their environment, and children like to know what's happening next. So having a visual timetable or visual schedule is very important in your early years classroom. I cannot do without the visual timetables. They help me, like they make my job so much easier. Now, for the purpose of circle time, having a clearly defined start and finish is one way to help that routine, or maintain consistency for circle time purposes. So for me, at the beginning of circle time, you'll hear me say, "It's circle time, it's circle time, clap your hands." And when the children hear that singing, they all gather towards the middle. Here's the full song. It's circle time, clap your hands. It's circle time, stamp your feet. It's circle time, turn around. It's circle time, pick your chair. And the children go on and pick their chairs and come back. That's how we start circle time. And at the end of circle time, we go, put your finger in the air and draw a circle. Put your finger in the air and draw a circle. Put your finger in the air and draw a big circle. Put your finger in the air and draw a circle. And we all shout together, circle time is over. And they pick their chairs and put them back. That marks the end of circle time. So there's that constant routine, beginning and end. It gives the children that sense of security, knowing that circle time has started and circle time is ended. We're going on to another activity. Okay, so these are some of the tips and tricks I use for my circle time. If you have any other tips and tricks, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And if you try any of the strategies I have mentioned here today, please drop a quick one to tell me how it's gone for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll be very happy to respond to them. For now, it's bye. See you for part 2 tomorrow.